11:21, welcome on back in. Okay, so AAA is helping college kids kind of tune up their cars before they head back to campus with some very good car care tips and special deals to go along with it. So here to tell us more is Senior Manager Larry Patterson. Okay, Larry, first of all, I'm so glad that you're here with us. When kids go to college and everything, I love the fact that we're touching on this because so many of them just kind of drive away off into the sunset, never to understand what an oil change is or all of that kind of jazz that comes along with really you being able to take care of your car away from mom and dad. Where does AAA kind of come in terms of some things that, kids need to remember if they're headed off to college?
All right. Well, probably one of the first things is to have a AAA membership.
Sure.
Because when they go off to college, the first thing on their mind is books, study, some parties, and then their car sits for a while.
Right.
So when that happens, having that AAA membership so they can come out, check the battery, things like that, just to make sure the vehicle's okay. But you're absolutely right. When kids go off to college, that's the last thing on their mind is the vehicle. But as parents, it's the first thing on our mind, making sure that they can get point A to point B. So. Battery maintenance is huge, making sure you have the battery checked. Yeah. Tires, that's a huge one. Going into the back half of the year when it starts to get colder like that, molecules shrink, tires start to leak air, let you know that tire light's on. Yeah. And then also coolant, making sure your coolant is ready to go for the warm weather, well, for the cold weather, but making sure you have your warm weather as well. Absolutely,
and that's when you said, get a AAA membership. I cannot tell you, in terms of being like Superman on the road, when you feel, because I remember going back and forth between Lexington and up here, and I broke down one time, and you're 18 years old, you're 19 years old, you don't really know what to do. So being able to kind of have that safety net in your pocket, in your wallet, it truly makes such a big difference for the students out there.
Well, it does that. Plus, as parents, you want to make sure that your kids are away from home, that they have someone they can trust, somewhere they can go and get their car repaired, looked at, serviced. I'm your guy. Yeah. So my phone has been ringing off the hook this week with all my customers I've met over the years have been in Cincinnati saying, hey, Susie, or hey, George, going off to school. Yeah. They need to bring the car in, we need to have it looked at, we need a safety inspection, but also it's cool because I have more people coming from all over, like Toledo where I'm home, and I have people coming from Toledo going to UC, and they're like, hey, we're coming down there, can we bring a car to you? Yeah. Absolutely, that's what I'm here for.
Okay, so how should folks at home, if they want to get in, if they want to get things checked, obviously you guys are really busy, should they call to get an appointment? I mean, what's the best way to kind of go about that, getting an appointment?
Besides calling my cell phone, call in, schedule an appointment. Okay. So we do call in. We also do online appointments. Oh, we're starting to see a lot of people take advantage of that. Sure. Go online, couple clicks, set up your store location you want to go to. Okay. We'll get you in and get you all taken care of.
What would be your final push to parents out there, right? If they're saying, well, maybe I'll make George take care of it on his own or whatever, what would be like your kind of, you might want to do it just in case?
I think the safety net, two things. One is just making sure they have that AAA membership in their wallet. It is so essential to have that because you never know what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
Having that. Second thing is just make sure you have a local shop. Here at AAA, we're here for those parents. Yeah. And just making sure they can bring their vehicles there. I get it. My son went off to school and I was a nervous wreck the whole time. Sure. So it's so important to make sure that's the last concern they have. We want them focused on their books, not their car.
And it's just the little kind of thing, too, that can really make a big difference. Thank you so much. Larry Patterson, again, with AAA, of course, kind of getting you guys all ready before those kids head off to school. Yes,
absolutely.
Just remember, get your oil changed, Larry. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, appreciate you.